Good evening and welcome along to the Red Bull Arena, where in approximately 30 minutes time, Barça will play their fourth preseason match against the Austrian football Bundesliga champions FC Red Bull Salzburg. It is the last game before the Johan Gamper Trophy takes place on August 8th, and this should be the most demanding test for Ronald Koeman team so far this preseason. And as you can see it all live and exclusive right here on Barça TV Plus. Joining me today is the ex-Barça player and the very good friend of our other in-house football analyst, Oriol Riera. Oriol, how's it going?
Good afternoon, how are you?
I'm
All good, thank you.
Nice one. Oriol, as I mentioned at the top of the show, this is the fourth test for Los Blaugrana this preseason, and we're up against our toughest opponent yet, seeing as we're playing against a Champions League caliber team and the reigning champion of Austria.
Yeah, we'll see that team they play between the game 1 and game 2 in the league, and we'll see the structure, we'll see everything, but it's a counter-attack team, and will be good to see what Barça can defend their attack, their fast attack, and we'll see, I think, a very good game.
Well, we hope to see a very good game indeed. We have been in for a treat these 3 games, but let's head over to our pitchside reporter Bruno Ballester, because Bruno, you've already got the starting 11 for Barça.
Hello, Diego Oriol. Yes, of course, we have the lineups today in a rainy day in Salzburg, but good conditions, not cold at all. So let's see which are the 11 players today selected by Ronald Koeman for this last friendly of this training camp, with Neto in goal, with Serginho Dest, Ronald Araujo, Clément Lenglet and Jordi Alba forming the back four. In midfield, Sergio Busquets, De Jong and Nico in up front, Gavi, Memphis and Antoine Griezmann. 4 midfielders today playing for Barça, so it will be interesting, and we will ask later to Alfred Schroeder if it will be actually a 4-3-3 or 4-4-2 system. We will see it, of course, shortly. Today, Barça facing Red Bull Salzburg, a team that already has started their National League, 6 out of 6 points, and they also played against Atletico de Madrid in preseason, and they beat them 1-0. So, of course, it's not going to be an easy rival for the Blaugranas. Let's see today the lineup selected by Matthias Geisler, with Nico Mant in goal, Ludovic Ongen, Bober and Ulmer forming the back four. In midfield, Sucic, Camara, Capaldo and Bernarde, and up front, Okafer, and really careful with Adayami, a striker that has already scored 4 goals, the top scorer of the team in their league. He also scored against Atletico de Madrid in preseason, so this 4-4-2 for Red Bull Salzburg, managed by Matthias Geisler. And it's a curious thing here, because the former manager from Salzburg, Jesse Mark, he left to Red Bull Leipzig, of course, another team from the Red Bull company, because, of course, Nagelmann, who was the head coach of Leipzig, has been signed for Bayern München. So some changes in the bench also between both teams owned by Red Bull, and this will be the players selected today by Salzburg to play. So a really interesting game, of course, against a Champions League rival like is Red Bull Salzburg.
Well, thank you for that, Bruno and Oriol. The objective of first-team head coach Ronald Koeman is, of course, to try to consolidate that first 11 before the league campaign starts, and to continue to give minutes to these players and get them in the right mindset. But looking at today's starting 11, what surprises you the most?
Yeah, it's difficult to make this, to have a good structure for the first game in the league, but yeah, a lot of young players. It's good to see Nico, to see Gavi, these players that are very, very, very young, and is the future of this club. And we'll see in against a good team that plays very good, that offensively they are very, very fast, very, very strong, and we'll see this type of player. I don't know if this is the team, or the intention that the team will play will be the same what we will see in the first league game. But of course we have Piqué on the bench, players that are international players like Messi. So we'll see. But the most important thing in that games is the intentions that the team has. Everything going forward, everything going take the ball, pass the ball. We'll see, and I hope we'll see a good game.
Well, we hope so indeed, of course. And you mentioned it as well, Oriol. Many key components, key players are of the first team, regular players for that matter, are sitting on the bench. But we do see some of the young starlets that have been making an impression, as well as the new signings. So far, we've only managed to see Memphis Depay, of course, make his debut for Barça, one of the 4 new signings that have been coming in this summer. And so far, the Dutch starlet has started off this preseason with an absolute bang.
Yeah, I think Memphis Depay will be the key player of the season. We have a lot of Memphis has a lot of pressure to do the good things, to be on fit, to be good. Griezmann also. I think we have a good team to start the season if we have new signings. But the most impressive, and I think the most, I'm very happy to see young players like Nico, like Javi on the bench. A lot of players that maybe in the second half they can play, and this is the future of this club.
Well, let's head back over to Salzburg, Oriol, because our pitch side reporter Bruno managed to have a chat with Alfred Schreuder.
Here we are with Alfred Schreuder, as always, before the game. Alfred, good evening.
Good evening.
Today in the lineup, 4 midfielders, De Jong, Gavi, Nico, Sergio. What are you looking with these 4 midfielders? Is it going to change something in the system?
No, yeah, of course it's a possibility, but we know that our fullbacks can also play very high, and we like to dominate in midfield, and that's why we choose today for that.
Alfred, what about Red Bull Salzburg, a team that already has started their league with 2 victories? They also beat Atletico de Madrid in pre-season. What are you expecting from them?
No, it's a very physical team. They play also good football. They like to press the opponent very high, and the philosophy of the club is very good. And today we heard that the stadium is sold out. That's great for everybody.
Alfred, what about the training camp today? Of course, the last game, then you will travel back to Barcelona. Which are your conclusions that you take after these 7 days in Germany and in Austria?
I think we did. The boys did very good work. We worked physically very hard, and we had a lot of training session and also very intense. And we had a good game in Stuttgart, and after we trained normal again. And today we end up the week with a good test here.
Last question, Alfred. After these first 3 friendlies today, it's gonna be the 4th. Then you have Juventus on Sunday. The league is coming up. It's going to start in a couple of weeks. Do you see the team prepared for the kickoff of La Liga Santander?
No, we are on a good way, I think, and we're improving, and also physically. And hopefully a lot of guys can play today more than 1 hour. And then we have, of course, Sunday Juventus, and then still we have another week. But we have to do it step by step.
Thank you, Alfred.
Thank you.
The words of Alfred Schreuder always before the match.
Well, we heard the words there of assistant coach Alfred Schreuder talking about their rivals, how they're, of course, a solid rival. In fact, it is their toughest game so far. We heard it as well from Bruno Ballester, the fact that this side actually managed to beat La Liga champions Atletico de Madrid, Oriol.
Yes. Also, we'll see the structure that they will get. I think they can play 1-5-3-2. They can play 4-4-2. They can play another 5-1-2-2. So you can see they beat Atletico Madrid. Good game. We have to say that they are now in the game between the game 1 and game 2. So physically they are much better than a Spanish team. So they have to manage this. I think it will be good to prove what they can do in 15 days that they start the league. So yes, it will be a dangerous team.
Oriol, we heard the words also from Alfred Schreuder making a reference to the fact that it's a packed house. It's a sold-out stadium here in the Red Bull Arena. Yeah. Despite the rain, the fans have come out to support their team. Now, this is, again, a team that has already started their league. In the case of Barça, of course, we are still in pre-season mode. But how do you think the players will be approaching this test? Will they be looking at this as, let's say, a regular season game or as a serious test?
It's not easy to make the mentality again that we have public, but for a footballer playing in full stadiums is what we play for. So I think for them, change the mentality will be quick, will be easy, and they will enjoy that game.
Well, Oriol, I mentioned it again. This is, of course, the 4th preseason game. We've had 3 victories so far. Let's rewind the tape a little bit and have a look back at the initial preseason game that started off this preseason. It was against Gimnàstic de Tarragona and it ended up with a somewhat convincing 4-0 victory, but it did have to be a red card and the Barça B team, the youngsters in the second half, that had to take care of business.
Yeah, but the results in that game is not important. Preseason is just for getting fit, to be ready for the game 1, and really the results are not important against teams that play maybe in second B or second division. That not important. So the most important thing is the intention that the team will get, that they are getting, and step by step they will be much better. On Sunday we have a nice game against Juventus, one of the best games that in preseason we have. So we'll see in that game, and then on Sunday with the team they are on. There is the level of the team.
Well, that game, the game against Nastic, that is, was of course followed by the second preseason friendly against Girona. Again, both of these teams were also our opponents in last year's preseason match, and this time, again, Barça came out winning against Girona 3-1 against a difficult side led by Stuani, who didn't make it easy for Barça on the day, but a convincing victory that was perhaps marked by that golazo, as they say here in Spain, that incredible goal by the newcomer Memphis.
Yeah. Any game will be is not easy. Every game against second division teams, also with a lot of young players on the lineup. So for them also is a tough game against Girona. Good players, players that play with the ball very good. So any game is easy. Today will be another game that will be very difficult, and with more international players, with more players that are fitter than the game 1, game 2 in the preseason. So I think it's a good game in front.
Oriol, it was off to Germany after that game against Girona for the second phase of the preseason, where we met, again, a tough opponent in Stuttgart. There were fans in the stadium as well. The fans were lively. The fans were eager to see their team play. It ended up in a Barça victory, and perhaps one of the biggest names to come out of that game, as well as the previous other 2 games for that matter, was Yusuf Demir, the Austrian, who today is not on the starting 11, but he certainly did impress once again against the German side Stuttgart.
Yeah, impressive a lot. All the Barca fans has a good player there. Also Gabi, Nico. We saw a lot of good players, young players, and I say again, I think the future of Barca is there. We have a lot of young players growing up, and this is what we want to see. And we want to see much players there, more players playing in that team, in the second team or the first team, and also I like to see Memphis Depay scoring goals. That is what we need, is what Barca needs, and yes, it's good to see.
Well, Oriol, we are roughly 15 minutes away from kickoff, from the ball to start and roll here in Austria and Salzburg. But let's head back over to Bruno, because Bruno, you've been following the team during this preseason. And what has the atmosphere been over in the Barça camp?
We have seen a team really united. In the end, 7-8 days that they are all the day together, and they have enjoyed, of course, great moments in the training grounds, in the other friendly the other day against Stuttgart, and also off the pitch. Today, unfortunately, Nils Mortimer won't be able to play for an indisposition, and also, as you know, Alex Collado, who left the concentration to solve his future, so 23 players available for this squad. I think that after the game, they will go really quickly to Salzburg airport. The airport closes at 10 p.m., so the team has to arrive early after the final whistle to take the plane and move back to Barcelona. All the players who have been involved in this training camp, they will have a day off on Thursday, and on Friday they will be back again on duty. This morning they have trained in the Red Bull Salzburg facilities, a great place to make this activation before the match that will kick off in the following minutes. The players have gone now to the locker room, so this is about to start.
That's right, Bruno. Just under 15 minutes left. And remember, folks, for the viewers on YouTube, you can see it all live and exclusive on Barça TV Plus. So why don't you make use of the link in the description box below and sign up. Only takes a couple of minutes and you will not miss out on any of this good action that we've been enjoying right here on Barça TV Plus. The preseason games, the presentations, the welcomes, and so much more content. It is just a click of a button away and you'll be signed up to all of the Barça content that you would ever wish for. Oriol, we've just under 13 minutes left. What are some of your other takeaways looking at this starting 11? Let's have a little chat about the younger players, in particular Gavi. Gavi's still 16 years of age. He's turning 17 tomorrow. So happy birthday in advance to Pablo Paez, or dubbed Gavi. But again, one of those youngsters that has come up from the youth ranks, from the Juvenil A, making his debut for the Barça B side last season, and so far this preseason looked like an absolute gem and a perfect fit for this first team as well.
Yeah, I think he's a Barça player. He's the type player that Barça needs. Barça have a player that take the ball, pass the ball. Maybe he never lose a ball. He's always in the right position, always in the good space between the midfield line and defensive line. So he can make a good pass after maybe the key pass. So he's a good player. He's a very good player, but also step by step. I think young player mentally has to be prepared to this kind of game, to this kind of environment that is not easy. And he's only 17 years old, so we'll have to be calm and just play football.
As we're seeing images of the team's arrival to the stadium, there Yusuf Demir and Neto going into the locker rooms. But Oriol, you and I were discussing this lineup a little bit before the pre-match kicked off, and so one of the things that surprised me was to see Nico Gonzalez play alongside of Sergio Busquets, many of course hailing Nico as the successor, let's say, of Sergio. So where do you think that these two will play according to their positions on the field?
Yeah, we'll see, because maybe it's not 4-1-4-1, 4-3-3, maybe it's 4-2, because Nico and Busquets are similar players. They like to play in front of the center back, so we'll see if they play more together, and maybe De Jong is more free to go up and make forward runs, and maybe Gavi also we saw in the lineup on one side, maybe he's on one side to defend, just to defend, but maybe going on the middle to make 2v1s, to make to have more the ball, to make pass, to have one player plus on the middle. And yeah, we'll see Griezmann on one side, Depay on the front. Yes, maybe this will be a change to pass 4-4-2, to pass maybe 4-2 and then 4-2-3-1. We'll see.
Oriol, and in the cases of Jordi Alba and Sergio Busquets, they were of course amongst the last ones to join the team over in the preseason, seeing as they were still on their holidays after being eliminated from the Euro Cup in the semi-finals. They are now back with the team. How do you think that they approach these type of friendlies, seeing as how good this team has fared without them? In the case of Jordi Alba, we have, of course, the fullback position being strengthened even more, not just in the case of Emerson or the fact that Serginho Dest can play on both sides in the fullback position, but also the likes of Balde seriously impressing, also re-signing his contract. And now Sergio Busquets, I mean, we talked about Nico. He surely must have seen how good Nico has been playing as well, not just in the preseason, but last year as well with the Barça B team. So how do these veterans approach this preseason game?
They have a lot of experience, and also they know that key players, but they know that Barça always wants more and more and more, and they have to be fit, they have to be good, they have to be mentally prepared to make a good season. So they know that they have a lot of competition there with Nico, Jordi Alba too in the left back, and I think we'll see today if they can play more than 45 minutes, because after Euro Cup and then the holidays, maybe it's a risk to play more than 45. yeah, but they are players that wants to play, and the best training is play a game. So these kind of players, and they will enjoy it. But we'll see if more than 45 minutes.
Well, Oriol, as we see the raindrops fall down over in Salzburg, it is definitely a Northern European summer, something that Memphis Depay and Frenkie de Jong will be plenty of used to. But let's connect once again with Bruno Ballester to see how the atmosphere is over there despite the rain, Bruno.
Well, of course, there is a big expectation. It's the first ever clash between Salzburg and Barça. Today, with a sold out of 30,000 people, 100% capacity, and now I think they have prepared here some surprises because before the kickoff between these two teams. There are some kids prepared here in the sideline. I don't know if we will see also more surprises. Today, the team, FC Barcelona, led the expedition by Rafa Juste, vice president. And everything is ready here in Salzburg. Everyone will remember if they beat Barcelona, of course. They are in mid of the season. They have started the League Cup today. They have a really strong 11. They also have the playoff of the Champions League qualifying round. But they want to beat Barça. And tonight, they want to be the champions of this game. We will see what happens, of course. But a great expectation. And everyone wants to enjoy Barça in this Red Bull Salzburg arena.
Well, the atmosphere couldn't be any better. If over in Stuttgart, with I think it was just over 6,000 capacity, if I'm not mistaken, it seemed like a Champions League atmosphere. The same can be said on this evening over in the Red Bull Arena. But again, for the viewers just tuning in, let's go over the Barça lineup one more time. We have Neto in goal. The back four is made up of Serginho Dest, Ronald Araujo, and Jordi Alba. In the middle, we've got Nico Gonzalez, Sergio Busquets, and Frenkie de Jong. And up top, we've got Gavi or Pablo Paez, Antoine Griezmann, and Memphis Depay. Although the Gavi position is keeping both Oriol and myself a little bit busy. We will see the exact scheme and formation that Ronald Koeman and his staff have come up with once the ball gets rolling. But as for the home side, we've got Nico Mantel in goal. The back four is made up of Ludovic Ungene, Weber, and Ulmer, excuse the pronunciation in advance. In the middle, we've got Capaldo, Camara, and Bernede, and up front, we have got Edeyemi, Sucic, and Okafor. Oriol, it is the fourth preseason of the game. It is, of course, one game away from the Joan Gamper Trophy as well. That trophy, or that game rather, a historic doubleheader, seeing as both the men's and the women's team will take part in that game. And it will be against La Vecchia Senora Juventus, surely the biggest test of them all so far this preseason.
Yeah, it will be a big game. We remember that Messi played that game in Gamper. That was the start of this little career.
Yeah, that's right.
Very little.
Famously, Capello going down in halftime and asking Frank Rijkaard if he could have him on loan. Is that right?
Yeah, maybe it was 16 years ago, 17. I don't remember. So yeah, it will be a good game. And also it's good to see that always the women's team will play in the same time. Maybe I think just before with the public and the fans can go to the stadium to see both games. It looked to see that that Barça is making the women's team also in the best level. And yes, this game today will be good to prepare that game. That will be very tough.
Absolutely, it will be a tough ask, and again, you can see it all live and exclusive right here on Barça TV Plus, your home for all of your Barça content. So one more time, make sure you use the link in the description below to sign up. It'll only take a couple of minutes time, and you'll be privy to all of the Barça content that you could ever dream of. Oriol, we are seconds away from kickoff. We see the players already treading the pitch in what is a rainy but a Salzburg full of atmosphere. Lots of motivation from these home fans to see their team square off against Football Club Barcelona. It is the Austrian champion rather, against Football Club Barcelona. It's the toughest test so far this preseason.
Yeah.
And again, you can see it here on Barça TV Plus. I'm joined by Oriol Riera, and we're gonna go out for a quick break before the game starts in just a few seconds. The ball's about to roll, and we can see it here on Barça TV Plus.
victòria de l'equip de Ronald Koeman. Fins després.
Well, a good evening and welcome along to the Red Bull Arena once again, where the ball has already started to roll. We are 2 minutes and 40 seconds in, so excuse the technical problems. My name is Diego Lorraine and I am joined by Oriol Riera. Oriol, are you excited for this game?
Very, very excited. We'll see the structure. We'll see Griezmann on the right side, Gavi free on the middle. We'll see now the structure when they have the ball.
In case you're just joining us and you missed out on the pre-game action here on Barça TV Plus, let me give you the starting 11s in Barça's case. Starting in goal, we've got Neto. The back four is made up of Serginho Dest, Clément Lenglet, Ron Araujo and Jordi Alba. In the middle, we've got Nico González, Sergio Busquets and Frenkie de Jong. And up top, we've got Gavi, Griezmann and Memphis. In the case of the home side, Salzburg, we've got Mantel. In the goal, the back four made up of Ludovic, Ungewe, Weber and Ulmer. In the middle, we've got Capaldo, Camara and Bernede, and up front it is Okafor, Sucic and Ede Yemi. As right now on our screens, we see that, well, it's a classic Europe or Northern European summer in Austria, Oriol. There's fog and there's rain as well, but that doesn't mean that the home fans will be staying quiet during this game.
Yeah, and will be the first game with a lot of rain. Also, will be good to see if physically they are good. But for the fans, this is fantastic. It's fantastic. I mean, low temperature. They will see a good game against Barça. I think it's the first game that Barça plays in that stadium, so it will be good for the fans to see these kind of games.
Absolutely, Oriol. It is Barça's first game in the stadium. As hold on, because the home side here is on the attack. It's the ball through, trying to find their man up top in Okafor, but good clearance, or Sucic rather, but a good clearance there by Clément Lenglet for the Salzburg throw-in. But you mentioned the first time that Barça will play here. Atletico has already played here, La Liga champions, Atletico de Madrid, and came out losing. 5 minutes in to this fourth preseason friendly for Ronald Koeman and his men. The first three ending up in victory. Let's see if we can make it 4 in a row. A poker, as they call it in Spanish. Before, of course, that last preseason friendly will take place on August 8th in the Johan Cruyff Stadium between Barça and Juventus for the Johan Gamper Trophy. Before La Liga already starts and kicks off in no time, Oriol, on August 15th, it's a very tough task indeed for Barça as they will face Real Sociedad.
Yeah. Team that play very good with the ball, not without the ball. So it's the game that maybe you will not have the ball all the time. So you have to be prepared to play without the ball, the mechanism, the structure to play without the ball, and we'll see. I think a tough game with a lot of international players, with players that in Euro Cup, now in the Olympic Games, that play in a very good level, and I think this maybe the best, not the best team, but the team that can have the ball, and you will have a lot of problems to take the ball.
As Nico is already feeling the heat, Bernede all over him. We can see that this Salzburg side, led by Matthias Jesle, is indeed one of those sides that like to press high, as we heard also Alfred Schröder say in the pre-match comments. It's a team that so far is coming out and playing Barça de tú a tú, as they say in Spanish. As hold on here, because it's a good chance for Memphis. He's inside of the box and wants to let his shot off, but that'll go out for what looked like a corner kick for Barça.
Yeah, we see the back line. We see like De Jong, Busquets going very deep to have the ball, and maybe this is the structure that Koeman wants to try with five on the back, with the full backs very high, and this will attract the opponent to trying to press and making the space forward.
Well, Memphis chips in that ball. It's a good chance as well, as it looked like it was Ronald Araujo indeed with a header that just went wide off of the right post. And Bruno, in these opening 7-8 minutes, how is Ronald Koeman living these minutes on the bench?
Salzburg has had the first chances. They dominated a little bit at the beginning, but now Barça, with this chance for Memphis, the things have changed a little bit, and now the team are pressing up front. This fog that is leaving now from the stands is because of the fireworks that we have experienced from here, a great spectacle. So that's why there was this fog. It's not because of the weather conditions. It was just for the spectacle. But it's shocking, of course, to see all seats full, sold out today, 30,000 spectators enjoying from the stands in a big match today in Austria for this first game between these two sides.
Oh, Camara there with a nasty foul on Busquets. Referee René Eisner, keeping the yellow card in his pocket, but that could have easily been a yellow card, Oriol.
Yeah, maybe yellow card, but this maybe the minute 9, so it's not the time to make these yellow cards. We see that Red Bull likes to play high, likes to press high, likes to be on the side of Barca sides, like to play there with long ball, with forward runs, and we'll see this type of game today.
Well, 9 minutes gone here in the Red Bull Arena. So far, a good chance for Barça coming from that corner that Memphis chipped into the box. Ronald Araujo towering over the defense to try to put Barça up and break this deadlock. Still 0-0 in Austria between Red Bull Salzburg and Football Club Barcelona. Here's Nico. Nico playing alongside Sergio Busquets. It's interesting to see, of course, what many hail will be the successor of Sergio Busquets, playing alongside of him. An intense opening 10 minutes. It's, as Bruno mentioned, a sold out house in the Red Bull Arena. Over 30,000 spectators as Memphis puts in a cross. Longley will try to header it, but it just goes over the crossbar. Good couple of minutes for Barça. And again, so far, Oriol, what has to be highlighted is the intensity of this preseason friendly so far.
Yeah, good to see Memphis making a good ball on the box. Lenglet is a specialist of this. Look at this high press. This is what we want to see, Barça. What Barça needs to have this high press intensity. This is what Barça has to maintain.
Well, Sergio Busquets getting one back on Camara. Didn't agree that he should have been called for a foul there. But again, a very intense opening 10 minutes. We saw a similar affair in the game against Salzburg, but nothing the likes of this, as again is the home side on the attack. Here's Okafor, closely being shadowed by Ronald Araujo, as it does seem that the Uruguayan got the better of him. As the referee will halt play for a foul. It's Barça ball.
Very strong player.
A really intense game, of course. Barca players have worked a lot in this pre-season, but at the same time, we have to remember, of course, that Red Bull Salzburg have already started the league. They won against Sturm 3-1, they won against Ried 7-1, and actually on Sunday they have another fixture against Austria Vienna. So this team has been working since lots and lots of weeks ago, so that's why, of course, they are absolutely informed, and on the other hand, because they have always been a really physical team.
This German side that has grown accustomed to winning the Austrian Bundesliga ever since the company Red Bull, of course, who have their headquarters over in Salzburg, bought the team in 2005. And if my information is not mistaken, they've only missed out on 3 Bundesliga Champions League league titles, Bundesliga titles, since having been bought by the energy drink giant. So this is a team that is used to winning, and of course they've got some very talented player that is coached by this very young coach, just 33 years of age. Matthias Jaisle, younger than the team captain for that matter.
The last coach was also young. They like to have these German coaches that are very good. These new coaches that are modern, in the modern style. They learn here in Spain, in Italy, in England. So they have also top coaches.
As Busquets goes down again, being fouled by Sucic. Looks like the team captain just got nipped there in the back of his heel by the studs of the Salzburg number 21. Ronald Koeman, Bruno, not sitting down in his seat, looking very active on the touchline there.
With it. Yes, he's still seeing, of course, all the action from there, seated in sometimes, then he also stands up to check everything. And one curiosity of the game is that today they are playing with the Champions League ball, because remember, of course, that Salzburg will play the qualifying round of the Champions League in a couple of weeks against Brøndby, so today playing with the 21-22 Champions League ball.
Well, we saw Memphis Depay there also starting to limp as Ongene nipped the back of his heels as well. Oriol, this home side in Salzburg is definitely not taking this game lightly.
No. It's a good game for them to prepare Champions League games or European Cup games. So, yeah. But it's a team that play with a lot of intensity always. If we see this, the pre-season games was the same, and also is in the identity of this club. Play with a lot of intensity, play high, try to press high, and this is the ID that they have.
Well, here's Nico combining with Griezmann. Memphis, he goes down, but the referee says play on.
And this is this team, counter-attack team. They do.
Watch out, because here's Edeyemi. He's inside of the box. He's able to hold on to the ball. He's got Araujo next to him, but Barça recovers possession.
Very dangerous in this part of the field, doing a counter-attack. This team are one of the best in Europe doing this.
Busquets now slowing the pace down a little bit. We're 15 minutes in, still 0-0 here in the Red Bull Arena between Barça and Red Bull Salzburg. As Memphis is now getting a little chippy himself, trying to fight for possession.
It's good to see.
This is not a friendly game, at least for all the fans today, enjoying this game from the stands. How just they missed this chance now, and everyone was really frustrated. So they are giving a big importance to this game. Everyone in Austria, everyone in Salzburg, they know it's an historic time for them. Of course, you don't have the chance to play Barça every week.
Well,
yeah,
absolutely, no doubt about that. Must be a treat, of course, for the home fans to see the Catalan Giants pay them a visit during this preseason. But again, the atmosphere is absolutely pumping in a sold-out Red Bull Arena in what could easily be a Champions League clash between these two clubs. Busquets playing it long. Antoine Griezmann will keep it in play. And we saw the replay before that counter-attack, Oriol, and Edeyemi did good to keep possession of the ball despite falling to the floor, but it was a very bad pass that ended up at the feet of Frenkie de Jong that eventually allowed Barça to recuperate possession.
Yeah, we have to be careful about when we lose the ball, what happened. Always we say that we have to be in a good structure when we lose the ball, and where is my position if I lose the ball. So we have to be very carefully, because they are very good in this.
Well, it was an excellent combination play between Nico Griezmann and Serginho Dest, as the American Dutchman sneaked into the box to force another corner. It's the second corner for Barça so far this game.
They play short again.
Memphis chips it in. Managed to find Antoine Griezmann, but also that header flying high. When it comes to shots, if my count is not mistaken, that would have been the third shot for Barça that has been flying high over the crossbar. But good intentions so far for Football Club Barcelona. Araujo, again fighting with Adeyemi. Referee Eisner will call the foul on the Uruguayan. It's very far out of the box. Too far, surely, for a direct shot on goal, Oriol. And it comes. As there was Ludovic there, just a little bit.
That's a good position to defend the free kick, making the line very high. Because if they make a header, is not close to the goal.
As again, referee René Eisner has to stop play, calling a foul so far. 7 fouls so far called against Red Bull Salzburg, against the 3 for Barça. So again, this home side is not taking this game lightly at all. Going in it, full intentions to try to, of course, pick up the win and satisfy their home fans and stifle Barça in the process. As we see here, Ronald Koeman exchanging some words with one of the assistants.
Yes, exciting words. I don't think he's happy at all with the beginning of this game because, of course, also Salzburg are putting things complicated. But, well, of course, the result is still 0-0. And now the rating is getting a bit higher. Fortunately for all the fans, there is a roof that covers all the fans, but they don't cover the players and also Ronald Koeman if he goes to the sideline.
I think Koeman is not happy about the intensity of the Red Bull side.
That's what it seemed like, right, Oriol?
Yeah.
Seems like Ronald Koeman was asking one of the referee assistants to maybe slow the pace down, or at least the intensity. And we know that Ronald Koeman likes intensity in practices and games, of course, as well, but there are limits.
Yeah, because for Red Bull it's not a pre-season game, and for Barça now making it again 15 days for the League One, for the game one, so they are in the different steps.
As Sucic tried to play his forwards with a back heel there, but it was good defending for Barça. Still Salzburg possession. Here comes Ludovic. Tried to combine there. The ball's being ricocheted around. It ends up at the feet of Ulmer. Ulmer will try to cross it, but Serginho Dest will put it out for a throw-in.
And about the intensity, I can confirm you, of course, that all these training sessions during the week have been really strong, and that all the players are happy, of course, to enjoy this training camp because they are used to long trips in other states tour or in Japan. So for a team to have the possibility to have 7 days working hard in double sessions, well, we all can confirm it, but I think it's much better than going far kilometers away.
Yeah, absolutely.
As Salzburg now managed to force a corner to the delight of the home fans. As we're seeing the Austrian coach there.
Be careful, the center backs, they are very strong, good header.
Happy with the intensity. In comes the cross, cleared by Busquets. Here's Memphis. Memphis looks for help. We'll get the help from Jordi Alba. So he'll switch sides. Here's Frenkie. He's got Griezmann to the left. Antoine will switch sides once again. Here's Dest. Dest lifts his head. We'll get the help from Nico. Nico back to Frenkie. Sergio. as Camara going down. Looks like he just got chipped by Frenkie de Jong as he tried to get the ball back under his possession, and in that attempt also nipping him with his cleats. Possession so far, Oriol, 65% for Barça, 35 for Salzburg. Will Ronald Koeman be happy so far with how his team is performing?
No, I think will be a long game. It's not. Will be. I think this game will be played maybe in the second half. We'll see if Barça can play in that intensity all the game. But now, yes, good possession, but we need to be this possession in the other side of the field, more forward run from Depay, from Griezmann. But yeah, this is a good start.
You mentioned before that, of course, the league starts on August 15th, just under 2 weeks away. Knowing that competitive football will start so shortly for Barça, how will Ronald Koeman approach the rest of the game, seeing this intensity? Will he see this as a good chance for his player to pick up these kind of minutes and get their mindset already in competitive football, or will he try to reserve the players not to pick up any injuries, perhaps?
Yeah, they have to manage and trying to do this whole game.
Hold on, it's a great chance for the home side, as there was a miscommunication between the Barça backline, and fortunately for Football Club Barcelona, Okafor didn't manage to put in what looked like a clear chance on goal.
Wow.
Or it was Ulmer, rather.
These things happen in pre-season. It's good to have these problems now and not then on the league.
See Susic here leaving Ulmer with a fantastic chance. Oh, it was Okafor indeed, with a fantastic chance to put the home side up 1-0, but a bad shot meant that the game is still level, 0-0 here in the Red Bull Arena. 25 minutes gone and things are heating up.
The best chance now of this match has arrived for Salzburg, and on the other hand, we have to remember, of course, that today is the first start for some Barça players, like for example Jordi Alba or Sergio Busquets. So of course we are seeing on one side a team that already has started the domestic competition, and on the other hand players that are making their first start after the holidays.
Watch out here, Salzburg again on the attack. Ronald Araujo will try to fight off, and he does, as Salzburg does win another corner, though, to the displeasure of the Uruguayan defender. As we're seeing this miss again, an incredible miss by Okafor. Something that Matias Yese will certainly not be amused by. The home fans not losing faith, however. They like what they're seeing. Here's Alba. Finds Frenkie, also Frenkie taken down.
The third foul. Yes.
And then finally, referee René Eisner will pull out a yellow card, and that will go to Camara. About time, right, Oriol?
Yeah.
First yellow card of this game, yes, for Camara.
Was the third or fourth.
Definitely. I think Ronald Koeman will agree with us as well.
Yeah.
Ronald Koeman, who is now taking his seat. He's been very active on the touchline so far in this opening half hour.
Now see that Barça changed the structure. It's not De Jong going deep. Now he's going again. Five on the back. Nico and Busquets.
Well, that's a great ball into Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba will try to put in the cross, looking for Memphis. But Mantel getting a touch there. And it did seem just out of reach for the Dutch international. It's a great ball there. One touch pass by Sergio Busquets. No offside called. As I don't even think that actually Mantel got a touch. It'll be a goal kick for Salzburg instead.
forward runs always is a good option when you have the ball, when they press higher.
Well, still 0-0 here in the Red Bull Arena. It's been an intense and rainy affair. The shirts are wet, the ball's been rolling fast, and the tackles have been flying in. One yellow card so far for the home side, who have conceded 9 fouls, or committed 9 fouls rather, compared to the 6 of Barça. So the most intense friendly of the preseason so far, by a long shot. This has all the elements and the feel of a Champions League-like game. Here's Griezmann. Try to follow up his own pass, but Barça lose possession as Clement Lenglet tries to tackle and get the ball back, but no success. Here's Camara. Ungene will switch sides over to Ulmer. More played in the middle. It's picked up by Frenkie de Jong. Neto being put under pressure by the Salzburg forwards. In fact, the whole back line is, as they've now gotten back into possession of the ball. It's
that's the play that we have to find. Gavi, the midfielder, he's the key player to make this when they press higher, trying to be on the both lines, defensive and midfield line.
So right now, what is the formation that we're looking at, Oriol?
Yeah, we're playing like 4-2-1. That is Gavi, and two in front, Griezmann and Memphis.
Okay, so Gavi playing behind Memphis and
yeah. Nico Busquets is playing in the midfielder. They are changing sides, but the formation basically is like this. It changed a little bit when we don't have the ball, but with the ball is like this.
Oh, watch out, Nico or Oriol, because it's Salzburg once again on the attack, and the shot is let off once again by Okafor, but that one going wide off of the left post.
If he passed the ball,
yeah,
Adeyemi was alone.
It was all alone.
Yeah.
Adeyemi will be looking at his teammate, hoping to get a pass next time, but again, fortunate for Barça for seeing that shot fly wide. Griezmann now. He's trying to combine with Gavi, but
tough game for these
Gavi
young
also
players.
taken down. Yeah, Gavi, of course, just 16 years of age still.
Yeah.
Will have his birthday tomorrow, 17th birthday, but it's a mammoth of a task for the Barça youngster. This is a beautiful through ball there by Busquets, looking for Memphis.
Good press.
It's Busquets turns to find Nico. Nico also looking for help. We'll pass it back to Busquets. Here's Dest. We'll take the defender on. We'll try to put in a cross, but the cross is very high. Too much mustard on that cross from the Serginho Dest.
Pre-season games, it happens a lot. This.
But Bruno, the home fans still living this game with as much intensity as their players are playing it. Still good spirits in the stands.
Absolutely, because Salzburg has had 3 really clear chances. Actually, they haven't been clinical at all. But the frustration of all these fans always there. They have missed these opportunities. It has been high.
Oh, good clearance by Ungene as Nico ends up with the ball. Pass it to Sergio. Combining with Nico again. Here's Gavi. One touch pass by Antoine Griezmann to Lenglet. He's got Alba on the left. Memphis now. Gavi. Busquets as Barça are playing the ball from side to side, looking for that opening, looking for that dagger pass to find their forwards. So far, Barça have had 3 shots inside the box All 3 shots were off target, however. So Barça still having to test goalkeeper Manto. Maybe now. Here's Nico. Will he try from long? He won't. Griezmann with a shot. As it's cleared by Ludovic for Barça throw-in.
First time that Barça combined in this front line. It was good to see Nico driving the ball. 2v1 on the side.
Is this one of those games, Oriol, where Ronald Koeman will maybe at halftime tell his team to try their luck more from long range, try to look for those long distance shots, seeing how organized the Salzburg defense is?
Yeah, maybe I think he will tell about 2v1s on the side, because Dest and Jordi Alba are always alone, and if Nico or Griezmann or Depay makes these forward runs, you see now here 2v1s if Alba continues that run.
Well, here's Memphis inside, and he'll try a shot, and it just wide off the right post as Memphis is trying to claim for a penalty as well. It was a great shot.
That's the key.
For Memphis Depay.
2v1s off the side, on the side, because their left and right back, they are always very, very, very high.
Well, there definitely was some tucking and pulling on the shirt there by Ungene. But not enough for a penalty call, surely.
Not enough.
The 23-year-old Cameroon French centre-back who's now returned on loan from Genoa. And Salzburg again trying to build up an attack. Good dribble there by the number 27. Great tackle though for Ronald Araujo as well, as it goes out of touch for Salzburg throw-in. Oriol, it seems that seems that Yemi also has the chance to switch flanks according to his liking, as we've seen him on the left and the right so far.
It's difficult to defend a team. We see now to defend a team that are physically better than you. Is very difficult.
That's quite noticeable.
Yeah.
It comes across.
We can press higher. We can press with this intensity that make this wrong pass from the opponent. These forward runs like 2v1s. Look again.
Well, Memphis now.
But he's alone.
All alone. No help whatsoever for the Dutchman. He was lifting his hands, looking around for help. It's a great dribble there by Okafor, taken down by Sergio Busquets. The home fans want a yellow card, as words are now being exchanged between the Barça captain and referee Rene Eisner. It's a good bit of skill there by the number 27, Eddie Yemi.
These kind of actions that probably in official games they will show a yellow card, but as this is a friendly, well, the ref hasn't decided to show the yellow card, but was on the limit.
Watch out, Bruno, because again Salzburg is on the attack. Heriemi trying to combine with Okafor. Serginho Dest putting it out for a throw-in, but certainly can tell that the physicality and the fitness levels of these teams do seem to differ, as Memphis again all alone now in the attack. Let's see what the Dutchman can do. Memphis will drive left, goes inside the box, passes it to Antoine Griezmann. Griezmann with a little chip that also goes flying high over the crossbar, just over Mantel's goal for another Barça attempt that is off target.
Good run, but
and we see now 8 players from Red Bull Salzburg warming up.
Well, watch out, Bruno, because it's again Salzburg on the attack, and again Okafor with a ginormous miss. What a miss by the number 77, and Yemi cannot believe it. It's his second massive miss for the Swiss-Nigerian.
Was the same player that missed the other chance?
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
A Huge miss for the Salzburg forward, to the dismay of the home fans. And Bruno, if I'm not mistaken, some boos and whistles going around the stadium as well.
Wow. Well, it's kind of a half feeling, of course, but now they were trying to support here, and also Camara has gone here to say to the one who has missed now the chance to say, hey, come on, we can react and we have to continue creating chances. That is the most difficult thing. The ball has to go in, but yeah, everyone in the stands and also in the squad for Salzburg doesn't understand at all why the team hasn't scored yet a goal. Fortunately for them, it's just a friendly, but as we said, everyone wants to win this game.
Disbelief amongst the fans, and some of the seems members of the board or VIP members of the Salzburg team as well, as they seem to be taking it with a grin. But if this were not a preseason friendly, or in the case of Salzburg, just a friendly, those smiles would surely be quickly turned into frowns, because what an absolute miss for Noah Okafor. It's his second miss.
It's not easy for him to manage his head about this miss. Mentally will be tough for him. We'll see if he's still making these 4 runs and finally he doesn't miss this. It was huge. It was a huge miss.
Well, 39 minutes gone here in the Red Bull Arena, still 0-0, incredibly so perhaps, between Red Bull Salzburg and Football Club Barcelona. The better chances coming for the home side, Salzburg. Noah Okafor missing 2 sitters, really, to the disbelief of the fans. Barça, however, still hanging in there, having some good chances for themselves, but have not been able to test the goalkeeper mantle just yet. So we're seeing this miss again.
And Neto also hasn't had to save any ball. Actually, all the chances from Salzburg went directly out.
That's true, Bruno. That is true. They have not yet had a shot on goal, neither. All of their shots have been off target as well. Again, incredibly so, because the chances that the 21-year-old had were from very close range. You'd expect them to hit the back of the net on any other day. But here's Barça now. Let's see what the Catalans can do on this counter-attack. Here's Dest pushing the ball forward, looking for help. Antoine Griezmann will move to the right of him. Dest will try to put in the pass, but the pass is intercepted. Salzburg now recuperate possession. Susic. Playing with Ongene. Sucic now. Again, trying to look for his forwards. As Adeyemi tried to take advantage here of his speed. But the central defenders of Barça taking care of business. Good communication between the 2 central defenders. The ball still in Salzburg possession. Comes a long ball in. Cleared by Clément Lenglet. It's back to Ongene. Ongene will slow it down. Here's Adeyemi. Cross comes in. Okafor. But referee Eisner there halting play. Did he call for offside? Or it was offside. It was a very small margin, but it did seem that this man right here, the number 17 Ulmer, was offside by the smallest of margins. Jordi Alba pushing the ball forward. Gavi with Nico. Here's Busquets. Des trying to combine with Memphis, but couldn't find him. Adeyemi.
We need calm with the ball.
Yeah, Barça have been unable to keep a long string of possession of the ball, as Salzburg will try to lob from way outside of the box, and it's a golazo. It's an absolute wonder of a goal by this man right here, Susic, to put the whole side up 1-0. It is Salzburg 1, Barça 0. And Neto stunned by this long-range effort from Susic.
Maybe someone touched the ball.
A little bit deflection. I didn't see it from here, Bruno. Maybe you got a closer look to this long-range effort from Susic. If it took a deflection, we'll see it on the replay.
Yes, it has. It had surprised Neto, this shot. Let's see from here. I haven't seen any kind of rebound, but yeah, Neto has been surprised here by the number 21, Lukas Sucic, who has scored.
It definitely did take the slightest of deflections from Frenkie de Jong, indeed. Well spotted, Oriol.
Yeah.
Seems like the elbow of Frenkie just got a touch to it, but it was an absolute rocket from well outside the box. As Luka Sucic, the 18-year-old Croatian, puts Salzburg up 1-0.
These last 5 minutes, Barça lost the ball, and it's difficult for Barça that are not fit, not in the best shape.
And you were just saying it, right, Oriol? You were asking Barça to manage to have a long string of passes, keep possession for a longer time, but again, giving up the ball so quickly.
It's the moment to have the ball, try to get big position, side to side, having the ball, rest.
Slowing the pace down. 40 minutes gone here in the Red Bull Arena. The home crowd now, of course, happy to see their side up 1-0. But the game is not over yet. Still 1 minute to go in this first half. Here's Alba, combining with Gavi.
We don't see movements yet from the sideline for Ronald Koeman. No one warming up yet for Barcelona. Some players from Salzburg, they are doing it. It's quite normal to see German Austrian teams to have their players warming up during the game, during the first half. But no movement yet from Barca's side.
Jordi Alba looking to feed Antoine Griezmann there. It's Nico still on the ball though. Nico's getting help from Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong will put it across. Cross cleared by the Salzburg defense. As watch out, because again it's a 2-on-1 for Salzburg. Eddie Gemi, Okafor will play it in by himself. Will try to take on the defender, but Ronald Araujo, absolute mammoth task at defending there.
Araujo is defending very good 1v1s. Wow.
Excellent job there by Ronald Araujo to beat Noah Okafor off of the ball, as René Eisner has called the end of the first half here in the Red Bull Arena. It's been an intense but entertaining first half indeed. It is Salzburg 1, Barça 0, but Barça is still in it. We've seen some excellent sides coming from the Catalan side, and of course do not go away, because there's still so much to come in this second half, so don't touch that dial.
No sabeu l'orgullós que estic de ser jugador del Barça. Som el millor club del món, diguin el que diguin. Som molt feliç, moltes gràcies.
Més que jo.
More than me.
More than me.
Más que yo.
Més que jo.
More than me.
Mi fichaje, yo estaba en el Athletic Bilbao, más que todo empezaba a ser un poquito un jugador, pues digamos, un poco más destacado. A partir de ahí, pues bueno, vino una serie de negociaciones. En aquella época prácticamente lo tenía que llevar yo, era muy joven, porque no había tampoco agentes ni gestores, ni mucho menos, sino más que todo eran los compañeros un poquito los que te podían pues comentar algún tema de cómo iban esas cosas, ¿no? Y bueno, yo creo que ahí, de la mano de Gaspar y de la mano de Núñez, pues firmé por el FC Barcelona, estando a punto de ir a la Eurocopa de Italia, ¿no? Al principio de mi carrera en Can Barça, pues yo creo que era más la alegría que tenía de formar parte de un equipo como era el Barça, que de otras cosas, de pensar en si se ganaba o no se ganaba ligas. La verdad que algunos trofeos pues ganamos, ¿no? en aquella época. Es lo que decíamos todos, poco a poco intentar ir formando un equipo, buscar el entrenador adecuado, los jugadores adecuados para llegar a ese máximo, ¿no? Yo creo que en ese momento demostramos que el equipo era, de la mano de Terry, pues era de los equipos más importantes de Europa, y si no el mejor. Lo que es el Barça siempre tiene que salir, digamos, en la liga, en cualquier partido, como favorito. Tiene que estar muy mal para perder los partidos. O sea que aquí es donde iba la responsabilidad de todos los jugadores. Yo creo que en ese momento, para mí, cualquier título que ganaba ha sido una alegría enorme. Habíamos hecho una gran competición, habríamos remontado unos partidos muy importantes, y bueno, íbamos con la convicción de que ese partido lo podíamos ganar bastante bien. Lo que dice la historia es que ganó el otro equipo, ganó el Steaua, pero lo que sí dice el partido cuando lo ves es que podíamos haber hecho mejor resultado, ¿no? Pero bueno, al final es así. Yo creo que fuimos a esa final ante una Real Sociedad que estaba arrasando, que estaba jugando divinamente, pero claro, el Barça es el Barça, y en estos partidos y con la gente tan importante que hay, pues bueno, se vino arriba, y el partido yo creo que lo ganamos, y lo ganamos bien, no de un gran resultado, pero sí que le pusimos cara, le pusimos ganas, y sobre todo por la afición aquella que había venido, que a pesar de todo había venido a ver esa final, y bueno, pudimos darle pues ese resultado, ¿no? que nos fue favorable. Johan llegó en un momento malo pero importante para él, porque pudo realmente hacer el equipo que él quería hacer, los fichajes que él quería hacer, y la gente que para él no estaba ya en condiciones de seguir en el FC Barcelona, ¿no? Y por lo tanto de ahí pudo él empezar a hacer desde cero un equipo. Y poco a poco nos fue mentalizando de lo que era el control, de lo que era el pase, la velocidad del balón, la colocación, la posición. Bueno, tú date cuenta que yo, por ejemplo, estaba lo que es dentro del equipo, pero casi estaba más haciendo funciones de técnico que de jugador, ¿no? Vino la lesión de Koeman, una lesión importante. De alguna forma tuve que volver otra vez yo a jugar lo que eran todos los partidos, ¿no? Y bueno, esa liga al final conseguimos irnos de muchísimos puntos. No sé, es una liga que yo de alguna manera la trato como muy personal, ¿no? Porque prácticamente, ya te digo, estaba casi ya más en labores técnicas que en labores de jugador. El Barça como equipo, como club, lo grande que es en Europa y tal, y que no haya podido conseguir una Copa de Europa, pues la verdad que estaba en la mente de todos. si te digo la verdad, yo no me acuerdo ni cómo subí ni me acuerdo cómo subí las escaleras, ni cómo llegué a donde la copa, ni mucho menos. Yo lo único que sé es que en un momento tuve la copa y la pude alzar para arriba y no sé ni qué pensamientos tuve, ¿no? Fue, no sé, terriblemente, no sé, fantástico, ¿no? El poder realizar ese último esfuerzo de levantar una Copa Europa.
Puja per la dreta de Jong que fa la centrada, Griezmann, gol! Jordi Alba fa la centrada,
que bona! Jordi Alba la pone!
Messi amb De Jong que està fent un convidat, continua De Jong
de nuevo con Messi, enorme Messi, extraordinario Messi.
El Barça que pot marcar el tercer.
Messi!
Messi, gol!
Alba, Messi!
Ahí está jugando el Barça, el balón de Frank de Boer para Rivaldo que lo hace, Deco para Ronaldinho, pero si le llega con a Ronaldinho, ahí hay peligro, se va Ronaldinho, continúa Ronaldinho, picked up by Samuel Eto'o, he can't control it. Leo Messi inside the box, lays it up. There's the shot! There's a goal! 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 It is! Iniesta! En el segundo palo para intentar el remate. Atención a Xavi. El cabezazo de Puyol. ¡Gol! Continúa la acción de peligro, cuidado con ese balón. Piqué, gol. Piqué scores the sixth. This is getting rather Piqué Power. Cambia de ritmo, sigue Neymar, balón tocadito para Sergi Roberto.
Leo Messi, que arranca des de la mitja punta con Leo, aprovecha un Leo, gol! Gol, 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 gol!
Leo Messi scores in England! Gol, 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 gol! Gol del mejor del mundo! Gol del mejor del planeta! Gol del mejor! Gol de Leo Messi!
Atenció aquí que Leo la pot liar, Leo! Oh! Què ha fet, Leo?
Back to the Red Bull Arena, where here so far Red Bull Salzburg are beating Football Club Barcelona by 1-0 thanks to a goal by the Croatian sensation, the 18-year-old Luka Sučić, number 21, scoring an absolute rocket from outside of the box that took a slight deflection off of Frenkie de Jong's elbow to beat Neto and put the home side up by 1-0. I'm joined by Oriol Riera. Oriol, what are your first takes here in this first half that has been intense and with all the elements of what looked like a Champions League like clash?
Yeah, good intensity for both teams. Barça suffer in the last maybe 10 minutes. But, it looks like physically they are not on the best shape, on the same level as Red Bull Salzburg, and we'll see if Koeman makes some change or not. But yeah, it's a good game to see tactically what they can do, what they have to, what they have training. What they did on training, trying to put on the field, and yeah, it's all about if we can see Memphis playing more than 45 minutes, Busquets more than 45 minutes, we'll see. But it's a good opponent in front.
Well, this second half will be conditioned by plenty of substitutions, I'm sure, as we already see the entrance there of the Salzburg number 11, Aronson, making his way onto the pitch, and we'll wait for graphic confirmation for further changes. Maybe we can connect with our pitchside reporter Bruno Balleste, who's over in Salzburg and has been following the team up close and personal throughout this preseason. But Bruno, so far, any changes for the Catalan side? Of course, just getting out to the field.
Well, in this right moment, the players are coming on.
Ball to roll in the second half. The home fans are ecstatic, excited, of course, to see their side, their team, play against Football Club Barcelona in what is still a preseason friendly in the case of Barça, but in the case of Salzburg, they have already played 2 competitive matches in the Austrian Bundesliga, won both as well, and their preseason as well has been marked by some great results, for that matter, beating the likes of Liga champions Atlético de Madrid. Also so far beating Barça as well. That would mean that in this 4th preseason match, this is the first time where Ronald Koeman's men are actually finding themselves in a losing position. So far, all 3 games have been won by Barça, and convincingly so, as we're seeing Comas there being called out of the dugout by Ronald Koeman. So perhaps an early second half substitution here in the central defense for Barça, as the ball is again rolling. Things are getting underway here in Salzburg. It's for the moment Red Bull Salzburg 1, Barça 0.
We can confirm no substitutions for FC Barcelona in the beginning of this second half. What we saw is Christensen for Salzburg, who has came on, and in halftime we saw how he shared some words with Martin Braithwaite. Of course, they are teammates in Denmark national team. They reached the semi-finals this Euro 2020, and right now the same Martin Braithwaite and the 2 youngsters, Comas and Balde, are warming up.
Clément Monet hitting assistant referee Steinacher there in the face. Or it actually came off a deflection off of the Salzburg player. I think it was the number 3 Oko. But in any case, the assistant referee is fine. And the players are as well, for that matter, as let's see if this intensity that marked the first half will continue in this second half. It's Barça. It's Red Bull Salzburg. It's the 4th preseason friendly right here on Barça TV+. Okafor there. What could have been the author of not 1 but 2 goals, missing 2 absolute sitters in that first half, to the astonishment and amazement and dismay, for that matter, from fans and teammates alike. 2 balls from very close range that went flying over the Barça crossbar. But here Salzburg again on the attack, and it's again here for Okanoa.
Araujo again. He's defending very good.
Araujo, an absolute pillar in the Barça defense. Geyser Araujo, we could call him. He's had his work cut out for him, as referee René Eisner is awarding a yellow card here for a late tackle on Serginho Dest. Bernardet a little bit overly enthusiastic as we take a look again here at this chance for Salzburg. Bad communication there between the Barça defense, as Frenkie de Jong let that one slide. And talking about sliding across the floor was Ronald Araujo to again prevent Okafor from getting his goal in this game. Barça now. Griezmann finds Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba back to Griezmann. Well, things seem to have picked up where the first half left off. An energetic Salzburg side that seems to be at least outpacing Barça when it comes to intensity.
Good to see important players play more than 45 minutes. We have 15 days to play game 1, and it's good to see these kind of players in these kind of games that are very physically against this opponent.
Here's Salzburg again on the attack. Good defending there by Dest.
They run very good. Very good.
Well, plenty of substitutions have come on for the home side.
Yes, Diego. Philip Kohn, the goalkeeper, for example. Also, Mamadi Diambu, Zlato Junosevic. As we said, Rasmus Christensen, the Danish player. Well, Piatowski also that will play at the back. Many substitutions. So practically the whole squad has changed, if I'm not wrong.
It does seem like
7 or 8 players for sure.
It does seem like that. It does seem like that. So plenty of fresh legs on the field for Red Bull Salzburg. As so far, Ronald Koeman has yet to make his first substitution, as we're already in the 50th minute of this second half. Again, Salzburg pressing Barça very high indeed, as that ball will go out for a goal kick.
After a training week,
a big difference with the other day's friendly against Stuttgart. Remember, because the German team had problems due to COVID-19, and they just got 5 players in the bench. So a massive change this time.
Here's Dest. Dest trying to look for Nico, it was, but he couldn't get the ball to him. Still fighting to get the ball back. And he succeeds to get a throw in. So we're seeing Gerard Piqué and Riqui Puig on the bench. We'll see if the two Barça players, and veteran in the case of Puyol, will get some minutes, but not before Okafor will get another chance to test Neto. And with that, that will be their second shot on target as well. In the first half, they had 4 shots off target, compared to the 6 of Barça.
I don't know if he will sleep this night after this game.
This will be one of those games that he maybe would rather forget. And it seemed that he took that shot very lightly as well. Of course, aware of those 2 big misses that he had in the first half, he seemed to be going at least for the safe option, putting it right down the middle of the goal and also into the hands of Neto. Not too much power, and finding the middle of the net. Or trying to find at least the middle of the net. But again, that shot easily saved by goalkeeper Neto. Still, Salzburg with a relentless press. Not giving Barça an inch of space. As we're seeing here again, that replay by Okafor. Going for safety, not so much power.
I promise that he's a very good striker. He's a very good player. He runs very good, powerful. But today is not his day.
Just 21 years of age,
yeah.
The Swiss-Nigerian. So far in the competition, he's got 1 goal in the 1 game that he has played. But not able to capitalize on his goal tally so far in this game against Barça. Okafor being pushed off the ball by Araujo. Neto played long. Finds Gavi. Gavi with a lovely little turn. He's got Bernede all over him, but he manages to find Nico. Nico connecting with Gavi. Gavi's had an excellent first half. It's a tough game for Gavi, of course. The 16-year-old, still 16-year-old midfielder is not the tallest, unlike his teammate Nico, who is a physical specimen when it comes to his muscle build and strength. And for Gavi, on the other hand, despite his disadvantage in height, he's had a stellar first half.
Yeah, he's a player that needs the ball all the time.
Here comes Salzburg again on the attack. They're inside the box. They're trying to find Okafor, but Okafor unable to connect as Dest clears that ball. Danger's not over yet. Ball's whipped into the box again. Dest being chased down by Bernede will clear that ball. So here's Soler. Bernede. Okafor. Back to Bernede. We'll switch sides. 55 minutes gone. Still Barça losing, trailing by 1-0 against Red Bull Salzburg. Sucic, the goal scorer for the home side. As there was a handball there. So Barça back in possession, but again, Oriol, it's something that we saw in the first half, and in these opening 10 minutes of the second half, we're still seeing it. Barça not settled into this game, unable to enjoy a long string of possessions and put some passes together. So this is an uncomfortable game for the Catalan side so far, as also Griezmann here is being walked off the ball.
Yeah, but the only problem is that physically they are not in the same level, and not normally this happens on precision games. They made many changes. I think a lot of fresh legs. So it's normally in 10 minutes. We'll see another Barça when Barça make changes, and we'll see that Barça have again the ball big possession. We'll see a lot of difference.
How long do you suspect that we will have to wait for the first Barça substitution?
Normally in 15 years, close. Normally 15 days to finish, to start the league. Maybe we'll see some players playing 75 minutes. Normally, yeah, some of those 90 minutes, but normally 75.
So we're looking at that replay again from Aronson, trying to combine with Okafor. It's a dangerous play again for the home side. Barça still on the attack though. Here's Griezmann. He'll try his luck. Shot deflected. Now for a Barça throw-in.
And it's good to see these players playing a lot of minutes.
Oh, Bruno, it seems that Okafor will come off. 2 more substitutions for Salzburg. Coming on will be the number 30, Sesko. And
yes, the big ovation here now for these 2 players that are being replaced. And you were talking about the Barça changes. I'll suspect that it can be a bit early, the substitutions, at least for Alejandro Balde, who was now having a word with one of the assistants of Ronald Koeman. Of course, it's the first start for Jordi Alba today, so probably 60-65 minutes can be enough for him in this first start. Also, the assistant from Koeman was having a word with Brathwaite, so let's see if they make the 4 changes at the same time, the 4 players that are warming up now, Roberto, Balde, Brathwaite and Arnau Comas, or if he divides the timings of the substitutions.
Yeah, the team needs these substitutions.
Some fresh legs needed here as Salzburg again out on the attack.
2 attacking players.
2 more sets of fresh legs have come in as a shot will be put into the box. I'm not sure if we can call it a shot or a cross, but certainly the home crowd liking what they're seeing as Guindo is trying to rev up and wallop the home fans. He wants more atmosphere. See if they can put Barça under pressure here.
And in this moment, the 4 players from Barça that are getting changed, Koeman has called the 4 of them, so we will see shortly the 4 substitutions, of course. We can expect Balde for Alba, probably Roberto for Dest, and we will see up front which are the changes. Also Arnau Comas, probably for Ronald Araujo. Well, we will see it shortly, and at this moment now, Riqui Puig and Samuel Umtiti are the 2 players that will start warming up, and also the Austrian youngster, Yusuf Demir.
Yusuf Demir, of course, a native Austrian himself, surely will be licking his chops at the opportunity to get a chance to play in front of his fellow Austrian fans. 29,520 spectators, a near packed house, full house over here in the Red Bull Arena. In a game that again has all of the elements and atmosphere of what seems like a Champions League game. Dest combining with Nico.
We see now in this left side, number 13 and number 30 players that came in, that play on the league game on Sunday, and number 30 scored the goal for a winning goal, Sesko.
Here comes the throw-in. See if
here is
the 4 Barça players that are ready to see if they can put Barça back in level, still trailing by that 1 goal to no. As it does seem that the 4 will come on at the same time, but not before this Salzburg attack is over. In comes the ball. Ends up with the number 11, Jordi Alba, who managed to try to clear that, but Christensen there pushing Jordi Alba off the ball, and no foul call as the ball comes back into the box, but into the hands of Neto. Nico now. Can Barça stifle Salzburg on a counter-attack? A little bit too much power on the pass, unable for Antoine Griezmann to get to it. Here's Christensen. Finds Diambu. Also Diambu unable to control that ball. He tried to go down. Could claim a penalty, and Oriol, you're asking for the pace to be slowed down, but it's impossible with this Salzburg side that are just relentless at the moment. Barça unable to put together a string of successive passes. Again, Barça lucky to get away here with a corner kick, perhaps. As it seems, as the minutes keep ticking away, ever more clear that the fitness levels of these two teams are very far apart. Here comes a corner. Piakowski unable to get to it. As Gabi tries to keep that ball into play, but without any success.
The substitutions.
Well, Nico will be the first one to come off.
Nico
followed by Jordi Alba as well. And Sergio Busquets. Koeman saluting his boys, and Alejandro Balde, Alex Balde, what a preseason he's been having as well. After renewing his contract, that'll link him to the club for until 2024. He's been impressing the first team head coach Ronald Koeman.
Another young player, 18 years old. So we see again another Barça player.
Diambu, Balde, regaining possession. Balde again, can't get the ball away. Aronson now getting dispossessed. Here's Sergio Roberto. Trying to find Griezmann, but again, unable to get the ball to him as the shot goes flying high over the crossbar once again. This man right here, Sesko, the game winner in their previous match, as you mentioned, Oriol, trying his luck early on. A lot of power on that shot. It seemed to have taken a deflection as well, so, or it didn't. Goal kick for Barça it is. Barça looking very uncomfortable though, not finding each other. When it comes to the passes, quick look at the possession stat as we're over the hour mark in the game. You remember that in the first half, Barça was enjoying 65% possession, excuse me. That now has dropped down 5% to 60% possession for Barça and 40% for the home side. Griezmann. Memphis slowing it down a little bit, passing into his back line.
Barça is playing with a lot of players inside in the middle. They need to be more wide with more wide players, not just the fullbacks.
Barça trying to switch sides here.
Easy to defend and to press higher.
So Salzburg look very comfortable to you, Oriol?
Yeah. They are just waiting the wrong pass or waiting just a middle pass.
Well, again, a bad pass there allowed Salzburg to almost create a danger. Another dangerous attack on Barça's goal, but here's Barça on the counter now. Memphis. Let's see what the Dutchman can do. Nice turn. Good individual play by the Dutchman. They'll try to undertake the defender one-on-one. Put in a cross.
We saw in the first half also that the sides are always the solution. 2v1 with wide players. We saw in the first half.
much players on the middle, easy to defend for the opponent.
Here's Dest. Dest trying to look for Braithwaite, but Braithwaite walked away from the ball. It's back in the possession of Salzburg. It's a 2-on-2. Who can get to it first is Neto. Neto finding Balde. The home fans now booing the possession of Barça.
That's good with long possession.
De Jong combines with Braithwaite. Balde's all open on the left. Sergio Roberto finds him. Balde with time. We'll cut inside. We'll look up. Look at Braithwaite there, but it's just too high for the Dane to hit that in the back of the net. It was a good chance for Barça. Sergio Roberto to Dest. Dest with the cross, but also that one deflected by Soler for Barça corner. So I'm seeing Ronald Koeman here taking notes on his cheat sheet.
Now you see it's a different game. 4 players, 5 players, more possession.
Definitely. Barça now certainly enjoying as Balde will try from long range, and why not? It was a fantastic shot by Alejandro Balde. And Philip Kuhn having to make an acrobatic save to keep that one out of the back of the net. What a shot by Balde. Again, I asked you this in the first half, Oriol, whether Koeman will be asking his team or telling his team at halftime to try their luck from long distance.
Yeah, but for this you need more possession. You need more possession, arrive on the edge of the box with possession.
He comes across.
It's difficult.
It finds Memphis. Memphis being closed down by Adamu, but he gets off a pass. Sergio Roberto will try to keep it in play. Griezmann with a bicycle kick, but can't connect. Here's Balde.
A nice gift from
And now we see Yusuf Demir, Samuel Umtiti, and also Yusuf Demir that are preparing now to get on the field. We are seeing now a better Barça. The substitutions are making their effect. So let's see if also now with these 3 new players, Umtiti, Ricky, and Yusuf Demir, the team can continue growing. Now also the chance for Remanai to start warming up.
So 3 more pairs of fresh legs, and welcomed ones for that matter. As Bruno mentioned, we are seeing a better Barça here after the 4 substitutions. Just over 20 minutes left here in the second half as the time is flying by. The score still 1-0 for Salzburg. Lovely little turn there by the Dutchman. As here we're seeing Braithwaite unable to connect for that acrobatic bicycle kick. Ball being played long now, looking for the number 9. Soler. Here's Christensen. Salzburg now on the attack. Good interception though by Gabi. Great play by the Barça midfielder. Balde with a bad pass. Salzburg back in possession. Christensen with a cross.
It looks like Griezmann are very tired. He's very tired. Maybe we'll see the substitution. Usual on the Griezmann position.
Seven corners to 3 in favor of Barça, as Junusovic will put in this 3rd corner for the home side. In comes a cross. Soler try to take on long lane one-on-one as Adamu's shot goes wide off the mark. But you can tell that this team has a few games under the belt as well, and that they're playing in front of their home fans, because they're a confident bunch. As now we're seeing the 3 substitutions come in for Barça. Ricky Buch, Big Sam Umtiti, and the fellow Austrian Yusuf Demir playing in front of his home fans. Gavi coming off then.
Gavi and Ricky.
And Antoine Griezmann will be the player that will be replaced now by Yusuf Demir. The ovation for Griezmann, and a big, big ovation for this youngster. Just amazing how everyone is giving this ovation to Yusuf Demir, the Austrian youngster. Quite shocking to see an 18-year-old playing coming on and receiving this ovation.
Yusuf making his debut in front of his fellow Austrian fans. What a milestone in the career of this young Austrian player, previously playing for Rapid Vienna, and then brought in by Barça to play for the B team originally, but the way he's been playing this preseason, you'd expect Ronald Koeman to call him up for the first team as the season progresses.
The B team won yesterday against Olot in another friendly. They are doing the training camp in Catalonia. Of course, it's the big question now to see what's going to happen with all these youngsters who have joined the first team dynamic. Now we will see it, of course, in the following weeks, the plans of Ronald Koeman.
Exactly, this is a great point, Bruno. And Oriol, maybe you can help us shed some light on that, because as Sergi Barjuan, the B team coach, is continuing his preseason, he's unable to count on what will very likely be some very key players for his team, and the likes of Yusuf, Comas, Gavi, Nico as well. So how will that be affecting him?
Most of them are very, very young. I think that they have to go not quick. They are very young, 16 years old, 17, 18. So they have a lot of time to grow up, to become, trying to get more experience. So step by step. I don't think that they are prepared for this environment, for this mentally, day by day, trying to not just play football, also manage all the things that happen that involve that football, and also that big club. So step by step. I don't think that they have to be like a key player for that team. But yeah, maybe some games they can play, they can get minutes.
Here's Barça now on the attack. It's Dest with the cross. As we had a quick look at the stat there, the possession stat dropping another 2% for Barça, 58% as Yusuf Demir is on the ball. Dispossessed by Christensen. Picked up by Ricky Buch. Here's De Jong with the Roberto.
The game is another.
It's Barça putting the press and suffocating, offensively speaking, that is Red Bull Salzburg at the moment. Finally putting together some good passes. Memphis still on the ball. Memphis, will he try a shot? He does. But it was an easy save for the Salzburg goalkeeper. Well, 75 minutes gone here in the 4th preseason friendly between Red Bull Salzburg and Football Club Barcelona. Barça still trailing by 1-0. But after 6 substitutions, things do seem to be picking up for Barça. Finally enjoying more possession of the ball.
Same structure, another players, more fresh. Really is another game. Ricky in the middle, Sergi Roberto in the middle.
Yusuf making this like number 10. And Memphis and Brathwaite on front.
So Memphis on the left. Do you expect the front three?
After scoring against Stuttgart and also, of course, against Girona, trying to continue his run of 3 consecutive games scoring, but I'll expect he's enjoying now his last minutes of today's game because Ray Manai will be probably the last change because he's still warming up.
Well, here's Yusuf who finds Balde. It's a promising looking attack for Balde. Balde will cut inside. It looked like that might have been a handball, but the ball's still in play. Memphis will fight for it. Soleil comes out with it. Soleil still being put under pressure by Yusuf, but Soleil finding his forward. As the referee will now halt play as Aronson hit the floor.
The change will come soon because I think the pie is very, very tired. But it's good, 75 minutes, 80 minutes. The most important thing in pre-season is not the result, is getting fit, trying to push hard, because the league is there and will be very tough. So this is the most important thing.
Looking at what Ronald Koeman still has on the bench, who do you suspect will come in?
I don't know.
Ray
Manai, yeah. Striker is change a striker for striker.
Ray Manai is the only player who is warming up. So it will be probably final substitution because we don't see any more movements from the sideline, and with 12 minutes remaining, we suspect that this will be the last substitution of the team.
Well, Ray Manai, of course, having a stellar preseason himself. Scoring 4 goals so far. Who could forget that wonderful hat-trick he scored against Nastic de Tarragona, and getting a goal against Girona as well. So in comes a corner kick. It's cleared by the Salzburg defenders.
We still have on the bench Piqué and Janic. But I think De Jong is in a good shape.
You expect him to play the full 90 minutes?
Yeah.
Memphis now going down.
We saw Piqué today after the activation training session, staying in the pitch, and well, I don't know the reason, if he has had some problems or if he has talked to Koeman that today he was not going to play because he has been training more minutes while the rest of the squad has retired. So probably they talked to Koeman that today he was not going to play, so that's why he decided to make a more serious and a longer training session.
The activation sessions, as they call it here in Spanish, getting those juices flowing, the blood pumping, of course, so important in this preseason to make sure that these players reach their optimal level once competitive football really starts. And the Barça players are getting a good taste of it here against Salzburg, still trailing by 1-0. The first time so far this preseason and Barça are trailing behind, and still just roughly 10 minutes left for Barça to at least get 1 goal back in.
And we see now all the fans doing the wave, la ola as we call it in Spanish. They are enjoying from the stands a big celebration of this friendly facing Barça, and with 10 minutes to go they are still winning. So of course you can imagine what a night that this Red Bull Salzburg Arena are experiencing.
Well, it's a night to remember for sure for the fans, Bruno. So let's not forget that they also managed to beat Liga champions Atlético de Madrid right here on home turf by 1-0. So this side has been having quite the preseason and start of the season indeed, scoring 10 goals in their opening 2 league games. Salzburg clearly a side that enjoy.
But of course the main game for them, and everyone is focused on the qualifying Champions League round against Brøndby. This will be the decisive moment for them in this month of August, because of course if they knocked out Brøndby, they will play next Champions League season like they did in the recent years.
A side that last year was knocked out of the group phase of the Champions League and eventually knocked out by Villarreal in the Europa League. And as Bruno mentioned, a side that is accustomed to be at least making the group stages of the Champions League. So far in their history, they have been unable to advance to the latter stages, to the knockout stages of the Champions League. But let's see what head coach Matthias Jesle will cook up with this team this year that certainly is looking promising. Puig now, finding Sergio Roberto. To Dest.
Now the intensity is different.
Here's Dest. He can try from outside, and he does. And it goes in from a deflection from Sole that Martin Braithwaite, by accident, will put into the back of the net. But Barça will take it. It's 1-0 in the Red Bull Arena. As, again, a deflection after a good shot from Serginho Dest that hit Sole. Found Martin Braithwaite to beat goalkeeper Philip Köln.
He can't realize. He's lucky.
Well, it's a very fortunate goal.
Actually, the ball Omar Solet in this shot from Serginho Dest, and Koeman has made his substitution, and it hasn't been Memphis as we were expecting. Memphis now will move to one of the wings, and it has been Frankie de Jong, the player replaced now by Ronald Koeman. Probably has been the last substitution because there is no movement here in the sideline.
All right, so Memphis staying on for the full 90 minutes. As again, Martin Braithwaite surprised by that goal, but good way for the Dane to start his preseason. That's still Salzburg now in the attack. Aronson, the American, with a shot. Danger's not over yet.
Good defense from Comas.
Adamu's shot looked like it got a deflection, but we see here confirmation of Rey Manay coming on for Frenkie de Jong. So let's take a look at this again. Aronson, Comas, good deflection there. We didn't get to see whether Adamu's shot got deflected or not, but doesn't matter. The game's continued. Barça now in a good position to put together some passes and see if they can find an opening here in the second half with just under 6 minutes remaining. Braithwaite, good pass there to Yusuf. Yusuf onside. Tomato will cut inside. As looked like he tried to find Sergio Roberto there, but he let the pass go for Umtiti. Comas will play it safe back to Neto. Here's Braithwaite. Gets taken down, and referee says, I thought he was going to let allow play to continue there, but he did manage to call a foul on Guindo. As the home fans saw that as a clean tackle, but it definitely, things have changed here in this first half. If in the first half, or in the second half rather, if in the first half Barça had 6 shots off target, now in the second half they managed to get 3 shots on target, and see if one of these can actually go in. Memphis trying to combine with Balde. Miscommunication there means that Christensen put that ball out of touch for a Barça throw-in. Balde still on the ball.
Now we see
with Memphis.
Now we see a Barça plays 4-4-2 with Memphis on one side, Yusuf on another side. So they change the structure now. A lot of strikers on the field.
Barça don't want, of course, this preseason to end here in Austria with a loss. They want to continue their winning streak. Yusuf Demir finding Braithwaite. Braithwaite will chip in a little cross, trying to find Yusuf. Christensen Red Bull Salzburg defender clearing that ball.
Every single time that Yusuf Demir touches the ball, everyone gets really, really excited here. Great skills we are seeing from Kimi during the whole preseason. And the big question, of course, it will be interesting to see how his future will continue in Barcelona. Remember, he is on loan from Rapid Wien this campaign. So, well, 1-1 scoreboard. Everything open in these final minutes now. We're going to take our positions for the post-match interviews. But I think it's quite deserved, this 1-1, after a clear, better team in the first half that has been Red Bull Salzburg, and a better Barcelona in the second half.
Yusuf trying to combine there with Rey Manai. The 87th minute. It's all level here in the Red Bull Arena between Salzburg and Barça. And comes across, cleared by Umtiti. Finds Ricky Puig. Solé, the man that allowed Barça to get 1 goal back due to an unfortunate deflection. Christensen, the Dane, will cross it in. Can Neto get to it? Neto clears it. It was a dangerous cross for the home side. Sesko, though, was unable to connect with the ball. Just by the narrowest of margins, Christensen finding Sesko.
I don't know if it's a handball.
It looked like it was a handball.
Yeah.
It might have been the case that Dest already had his hand on the ground as he touched that ball. As Diambu will come out for Forsen. A late substitution then for Salzburg. 2 substitutions at that. Ocon will come in for Piatkowski. I've had my work cut out with these pronunciations, Oriol. And again, my apologies if any family members are listening. I continue to butcher these last names of the Salzburg players. As, again, we're taking a look at that fortunate equalizer for Barça, to the disappointment of the Salzburg coach.
Remember that this team will play the second round this weekend, so they are in the middle of the league now. They have a lot of fresh legs.
Watch out, Oriol, because again it's Salzburg with an attack, and it's the 2-1 put in by the American Aronson after a shot hit the post. A shot where Neto looked to be beaten as well, taking a lucky deflection off of the post to end up at the feet of Aronson to give the home side the 2-1 lead. As the clock marks 90 minutes, Brendan Aronson putting Salzburg up 2-1 here in the Red Bull Arena. It's Salzburg 2, Barça 1.
Have to see if there is offline. Not here.
Not there.
Not there.
It was a dangerous shot by Adamu. Great shot where, again, a chanceless Neto wouldn't have gone to that, given the power that ball had. But if Barça were lucky to get a deflection here, Brendan Aronson, lucky to get that ball right back to his feet for the easy tap-in to give the home side the 2-1 lead with what we suspect will be very little extra time. In fact, well, referee René Eisner has deemed it enough. It's the 90 minutes are over as Barça lose it here at the 90th minute mark. We were in it still until the very end, but 2-1 it is in the Red Bull Arena as Barça pick up their first loss in the preseason. Red Bull Salzburg 2, Barça 1. Well, Oriol,